Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to share some basic informations for ourselves to develop a very good foundation with our own spiritual practice. So you have to remember this is a kind of like a spiritual investment for your own life. You are the one who going to get benefit in this very lifetime. And in case, if you going to become somebody in another life, and this practice going to be with you. So that is where this become a profitable skill for yourself to develop. So then just by thinking about it, not going to work. You have to bring some kind of action out of your bodily, verbally, and mentally actions. So that is where it's going to be with you. And at the same time that in day-to-day life, your mind, you have to slowly spend some time to think about the practice. That is very important, because in the very basic level of life, the very law of nature in our life, or the very principle of the life, what you think you become. So that doesn't mean that just by thinking about meditation, you're going to get anything. But that when you think about the meditation, what happened by the time you start to be with it. When you think about the meditation, it's slowly going to take you to a level to understand the meditation. So understand the meditation means understand. You start to be with it. You're going to get the help out of it. You're going to get protect out of it. So whatever you understand, or remember, you're going to be under it. And so your mind doesn't know it is good or bad. So whatever that the mind hold, then what happened, it's going to become with it. So in day-to-day life, then try to understand the meditation. And another connotation come with this understanding, the very meaning of understanding. And That meaning is you pick something and then you be with it. So that also called understanding. You pick something and then you be with it. So then mentally, maybe not physically, mentally, you have to remember sometimes what you pick, what you get, what you hold mentally. Maybe you don't think about it that much. But deeply with the perception, with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, you pick some information, and then by the time it's going to be with you, and then by the time it become your life. So then unknowingly, just imagine if you pick something unnecessary, invalid or unprofitable, so then what will happen? Then life going to be with it. So then be very clear whatever you understand, whatever you pick, it should be something profitable. Don't afraid to challenge for that for yourself. Don't afraid to have question yourself. Don't afraid to go and look into that and see what it is and why I take this. Because you have to question it. It is your birthright as a human being. You should not get anything. You should not understand anything. You should not mentally pick up anything if it is unprofitable for you. That is the bottom line. So then, are you aware about it? Are you think about it? Or you just go with anything? Maybe as children, when we go to school, by the time maybe we have to follow certain kind of information, and nothing wrong with that. But when you become matured with life, so then you should not understand everything. Now you know the measurement of understanding. So try to understand whatever valuable for you. So for that, there is something that last few days we gave some basic kind of like exercise for yourself to develop this inner clarity. So today I'm going to bring up one another exercise for you, not while you practice your sitting, but in day-to-day life, you can apply it to yourself and brush up yourself, clean yourself, and recognize that your inner nature. So deeply this inner nature is more related to the four elements. And then out of these four elements, heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness, and there are two other elements. One is the space and other one is the consciousness. So this space and consciousness always depend out of the heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. So, and understanding this behavior by yourself is the very bottom level of the highest of this spiritual development. So even when it comes to the very cause and effect, causation, dependent origination, or the change, impermanent, so this everything you can see out of the four elements, and you can see these characters that depend on the four elements, and beyond the four elements, there is nothing that you can see. So how you can more recognize that your inner character, inner behavior? So as you know, when you see the colors, there are different colors, but at the same time, see, there may be one color that you feel more comfortable with that color. There's no reason for that. Maybe, you can say, oh, I like it. but there is something behind that what you like. That what you like mean what? Maybe you don't see that. So when you see the colors, try to recognize which color is more comfortable for you. Just try to recognize it. Don't look for, in the beginning, don't look for the reason. As example, if you're more comfortable with the white, just know that you are more comfortable with the white. And when you more comfortable with the blue, when you more comfortable with the red, when you more comfortable with the yellow, just you know, oh, I'm more comfortable with that. That knowing part is the important. Don't look for the reasons. In the beginning, you can't see the reasons. And the other thing is, when it comes to iron, wood, and another thing is the cloth or the water. So this kind of element, the things that when you see that, you feel one thing more comfortable than other thing. And maybe you like wood than the irons. Maybe you like irons than wood. So as example, that these two things in front of you, and then by touching, by seeing, maybe just you feel so comfortable with the wood. And maybe you so comfortable with the iron. So like that, there is something, some difference you can feel. So try to recognize. And sometimes with the water, with the fire, with the wind, there is something that it feels so comfortable for you. So remember that. It may be the water, or maybe you're so comfortable with the heat, or maybe you're so comfortable with the wind. Recognize it. So that keep that recognition. Now just imagine with the colors, you more like the blue, and with the iron, wood, cloth, or maybe you like the wood, and maybe when it comes to the shape of that any material things, sometimes you like more like the circle things than the square things or triangle things. So like there's a deeper, there is something. You feel more connect. Just know it. Don't resist it. Just know it. And once you know that, so for that you need to have some kind of little experiment yourself. Don't remember that just by thinking you can't do it. Maybe you can think now, oh, I like this, oh, I like that. So that is not. You have to just by observing, you have to recognize. So once you have it, by the time what will happen, slowly you will see deeper. There is the connection brings to you when you see any material things. As example, you like the color of red. So now this is going to become a magic for you. Yeah? So then you can become a psychic by the time. Okay. So you like the red color. And then maybe with the iron, wood, cloth, and when you see all the three things as example, so the wood, iron, and cloth. So now you like the red color and you like the cloth, the material, not the iron, not the wood. So then you feel so comfortable with this. Why? Because it's red and it's the material cloth. So just imagine that you like the color maroon and you like the iron, wood, cloth. And when you see this, you like this one because it's wood and the maroon color. So like that, deeply, these elements invisibly has a connection with this outside world. And once you start to recognize by the elements and that deeply, when you look through the like, dislike, you more going to recognize the deeper the behavior of your character. And that character then you recognize. It is not a kind of like or the soul or unchangeable self that exists in you. You recognize that whatever like, dislike, and arising as a result of the behavior of the elements. And once you recognize that, what happens slowly, the resistance going to be disappear. That you not go, it's naturally happen. It's not you're not going to. So that when the resistance arises, that whatever you like, the dislike, it also going to be there with you now. It feel more comfortable for you. And that is where, as a result of what happened, that you're not going to discriminate anything. You're not going to feel uncomfortable with anything. You didn't do anything, but what you did, you just recognize that what you more like. But when it not happen in you, what happens when you don't see that elements that how behave, how develop the character in you, what happen when you see outside something, you see that it, when the like or dislike happen, you think it is that outside. It is not outside. It is that the inner behavior. So then why you like this red door, why you like the wood, or why you like the water like that way? It related to your history. It's not the very moment of this moment. It related to the history. So now you know why you like the red. And then if you look very carefully, first you have to recognize whatever the color, now you recognize. I like the red. And the very next time when you observe it, you will see why you like the red. Maybe the very reason is this. In your life, as example, if you like you're 10 years back from this moment to your past, you have seen the red color many times than other colors. That's why you feel so comfortable with that. And maybe you like the green. Maybe you like the wood. So if you look why the like dislike come, because in your past you have been with this, that the trees or the environment more and more than the the other material. So then you recognize, so whatever that you like, it come out of that you more used to associate and you more used to be with it. So that's how the mind behaves. So that's, just imagine, whatever you think, you become. So then I give the formula. Whatever you see again and again, you be with it. Whatever you hear again and again and again, you're going to be with it. Whatever you smell again and again and again, you're going to be with it. Whatever you taste again and again and again, you're going to be with it. Whoever you associate again and again and again, you're going to be with that people. And so by the time, what happened? So when you see something, you may say, oh, I can't understand the white color, but I can understand the red color. Oh, I can understand the trees, the behavior of the trees, but I can understand the behavior of iron. So I can understand the smell of rose, or I can understand, I cannot understand the smell of jasmine. Oh, I can understand this kind of food, but I can't understand that kind of food. Oh, I can understand this person, but I can't understand that person. So now you know that your understanding come out of whatever you understand, whatever you pick. But sometimes we think, oh, it's kind of like something, oh, I understand that you personalize it. You take it as you, or maybe you take it as the character of that, whatever the outside object. No, it's just our behavior. Whatever that we repeat. And mentally, whatever we repeat, and at the same time, as elements, whatever we repeat again and again and again, then it becomes our life. So then start to observe. It's already there. That formula, that pattern already there with you. But remember, that is not permanent. It's going to be there because you keep repeating it. So then, now you know that all the like, dislike come because from the past, you used to be with it. And then you can be with whatever, things that you can make it kind of like comfortable for you. So what you need to do, try to be with again and again and again and again. So then by the time it's going to, one day you'll say, oh, now I can understand it. It can be a person, it can be a thing, it can be a, situation, anything. So then just look yourself that whatever you see kind of like a comfortable. That comfortable means deeply, you don't discriminate that. So, because it is your history. But when it comes to, so in the beginning, when you tranquilize the mind, what happens? You don't go with that comfort. You just settle down according to the moment and seeing things as it is. You don't put any favor, oh, I like it, oh, I dislike. No, you don't go with that. You don't go with the comparison. So you disconnect from the comfort, and then at the same time you disconnect from the repetition, and you settle down with the moment. So in the very moment that you don't go with the desire, because when there is no discrimination, what happens, you naturally go with the desire. You feel so comfortable with that, you go with it. Or if it is discomfortable, uncomfortable, then what happens, you discriminate that. So that both not going to happen when you are in the tranquility state. That is the very behavior of the tranquilities. It's kind of like you come to a center, not to go into any side. No desire, no resistance. That is what we call the balance. Undisturbed mind. So undisturbed means you are not going to disturb from the desire or like. You're not going to disturb from dislike or from resistance. So once you come to that, from that point, when we go to the Vipassana level, that's mean the analytical meditation, thoroughly, rigorously, deeply, you analyze how things come to be as they are. So that means that whatever the experience, you analyze. So in that very moment, when you have that analytical mind, what happens? That you are capable to analyze that whatever you like, as example, just imagine, we can take a kind of like a two colors, red and blue. These both colors you can analyze in the same way, with the same mental energy, without putting any favor to any. Wood and iron, you are capable to analyze this both with the same mental energy, mental effort, mental clarity, without putting any interest or without resisting anything, without putting any favor to anything. And when you are capable to do that, so that is the power of the Vipassana meditation. You are capable to keep the balance. So with the tranquility meditation, you come to the balance. In the Vipassana meditation, you are not going to put any favor to anything. So that is where you're going to see the true nature of it. So just imagine that, when it comes to the law and order, like, in the courthouse, just imagine the judge in the middle, in the higher place, and watching the both sides, and without putting any favor to any, and observing the both sides. And by the time that the judge can see what happened, when the judge sees what happened, he can give the decision. So the same thing happened within yourself when it comes to the Vipassana level. Without putting any favor to your experience, when you see how it come to be as it is, in that very moment, you recognize it as the nature. You recognize it as a result of cause and effect, not because of you. So that is where this self-centered mind get out of any experience. So whenever you have opportunity, time, and give little time and practice little bit and do this exercise. So by the time you will see that all the favor, that like, dislike, this everything that already inside you, it is inside you because of you keep repeating. Why you keep repeating? And when you keep repeating it, what happens? It's going to be more and more and more be with you, around you. So then by the time it again going to become more comfortable. So other than that, there is no any big reason to be there or kind of like to put a favor on it. Not, and when you mean by understanding, the deeper reason mean you always understand. Understand. You always pick that. That's why you understand it. But when the day comes for you to rescue your own mind from that, that is the day your liberation going to happen. So then, finally, what you need to do, what you understand, don't keep repeat. That is the greatest challenge for all of us. Whatever that you feel comfortable, don't keep repeat. What you feel more kind of like so into, it's kind of like a more harness deeper into you. Don't keep repeat, because that is what you used to do. That's why you feel like that way. And this is the very result of that. There's nothing else it can bring to you. So once you understand that, from that point, try to transform yourself to see things without putting any favor. So when the day comes for you to analyze things in the same way, with your both hands, with your both eyes, with your both ears, without putting any favor to left or right. And that is the day you bring the real balance to yourself. When you have that real balance in you, what will happen? That with your eyes, with your ears, with your nose, with your environment, whatever in front of you, it's going to be balanced. So that is how you gain the balance. And then as a result of that, mentally, what the quality you gain the equanimity. That is the highest as a human being that you can have, the equanimity. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say, Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy, 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.